Hoe's dit? How you people doing? Hoe gaan het met allemaal vanaand? How is everyone doing? Dion Danhauser, Vos Reineke, Morney Phyllis, Arianto, and AKS. Yeah, we are 13 members strong on this channel. And there's Warren Dean also in the house. Look at that. RTD2s all around. And I must say that there's actually one guy that's very close to becoming a stormtrooper. Remember, you only need to be a member for a month, then you get upgraded to a stormtrooper though. Okay, so for those guys who do not know how it actually works, underneath each video which I will actually post, there is a link which you can just go and click on, and then if you go and read the different tiers and the perks which you get in each tier, and there might be even perks which aren't even mentioned over there. One of them being where if any new mods or atomizers or vape gear comes into South Africa, there are some of the vendors which actually let me know first when they actually get stuff, like Jurgens did today when he posted the jelly boxes, and immediately sent me an SMS, and I informed my members that there are jelly boxes available at Inked Vapor, so that you guys can get the first though. If you're interested obviously in that piece of merchandise, you must never know. Alright, it's almost like Survive. Survive also posted the new Suicide Mods Mech Tube, which I will show you a picture of it just now. Anywho, ja nee, hier is 'n klomp ryk mense hier met al. No, Pierre. It's 10 rand a month. Just 10 rand a month, and you can get these emojis and you get shout outs. As I said, it starts over there, and I also post videos earlier for certain members though, and they're also eligible for giveaways, etc. Like this one. Oh my word! Next week and Thursday, I will make 100 milliliters of Blimey in a 10 milligram freebase nicotine. So it's this volume in 10 milligram freebase, and I'm going to actually give it away to one of you. We're going to have a lucky draw. And I can promise you, this guy, it's the review which I actually posted for my members today. But earlier though, so they can obviously have that advantage as well. But here, mess, you do not understand how nice this MTL RTA is. So if you're into MTL, and there's a lot of guys which are not into MTL, but I can promise you, once you start trying it, I was also one that said, nah. Don't deny it until you try it. I actually enjoy it. I do not only MTL. Most of the times I direct lung. Most of the times. But when I sit here doing stuff, editing, looking for stuff, then it's lekker, man. Then it's lekker to MTL. So I've got one of my mates who also, Alvin Roo, you might be watching now, also said, no, he's not interested in MTL. They said, but you're a smoker, man. Just try it. And now he's got the Berserker 1.5. I had to build it for him yesterday. That I was excited. He's like Morney Phyllis that just wants to get new stuff. But as I told Morney today, because he actually wanted to order the Aries V2, the one which I've got. And what was the other mod which he actually wanted? Device which he wanted to order. Expromiser. And I told him, listen, just hang 10. Because I mean, Hell Vape is a well-known company, and a lot of vendors will most likely bring in this device. So wait for this, as well as the Berserker 22mm, the Berserker Mini MTL RTA as well. So yes, like I mean, this is great. I've never had something which has got such a smooth, quiet. Well, I mean, I had the Expromiser's also quiet, but this guy, the smoothest, most quiet. Again, try and listen. Ons Tottie, hy saggies. Hy is so lekker. It's so nice. And I don't even have the extension tube on here. I enjoy it with the 2 mils. Let's quickly go in here. Any of you members, you must tell me if you want to become moderators. Hey, there's our Calvin. Calvin, where's the movie night tonight? I mean, there's a new movie out. What's it? Godmothered. That new Disney movie. It's not an animation. It's got real actors inside of it. I thought you guys would be watching that tonight. To any case, Joshua Keller is here. Hi there, Joshua, all the way from the States. Isn't the technology amazing? It's amazing. That oak sitting 4,000 kilometers from us. and he's watching me sitting down here in Cape Town talking nonsense again. It's just amazing. So yeah, Kelvin, hey. Ilandre Delport, there's another one of mine. Where's Mr. That's almost a stormtrooper. Hey, look at Kelvin van der Merwe. Check him, he's a cool beans, man. Look at the cool beans. He's Morocco. H. Bull's also here. It's nice to see the new people coming in. There's Tienes Mulder, man. Yeah, Oaks. You make my heart go boom, boom, boom when I see this kind of stuff. Sith Walker, he's here. Lekker to have you guys. Arianto, what did you think of it while you watched that review? It is something special. I'd rather not. Just test it for yourself, man. I mean, if you guys got to start thinking, Helve pays me. They pay me with sending me this. And as I said, what's fantastic is that they actually send the stainless steel one along. I'm so glad. So now I can actually share it with one of my members. And the Hara Oak, you're going to like that thing. You're going to like it. Okay, there's Sharon from Cleveland, Ohio, USA. For you guys that missed it, the Vertex MTL RTA. Immediately after this live, I will just make my video public. I just had to get my members a 4-hour heads up so that they can actually watch it first though. You know, it's just got that little special feeling for them. Anywho, so Cleveland, Sharon's also in here. That's fantastic, man. Arianto's greeting everyone. Good evening. Damn, it's cold here in Sweden. Yeah, because Mick, do us a favor and send us some photos out your window so we can actually see. It would be so nice, guys, if you email me the photos. I'll just put my email in chat quickly. It will come up just now. Remember, there is a bit of a delay there. And then you're absolutely welcome to use my email. And you'll also see in the video, the Vertex video, which I'm going to post for the public right after this live. At the end, I've got a new outro. So thanks to my members, I could actually get myself on Fiverr, connected to an oak in Pakistan. Shows you how far these oaks are. And for a certain amount of dollars, they actually do outros for you. You just have to supply them with the layout which you actually want, and the logos and whatever you want on that layout. So I've got a new outro for my videos, which you'll see on the Vertex MTL RTA. And on there, I've in any case got my Facebook page address, as well as my email. If you miss it, then you can go and have a check out there. Absolutely. So yeah, it would be nice if you guys could send us photos so we can actually see how your environment looks like. I'm in South Africa. We can do that as well if you overseas guys are interested in that. Big up, bro. Look at that oaks. It's got pieces and there's clouds and everything. Nice agree. Hello from Nebraska, USA. Mr. Mufu to you. Mufu. On my favorite reviewers, one of my favorite reviewers by a mile. Thanks, Joshua. I do appreciate it, man. It's so nice when you hear positive feedback like that. Now, normally, I always leave the comments which people do on the video. And one comment I got today, but I told my kids about it, was one kid wrote that I remind him of the fat bastard from the Austin Powers movies. So I've got no problem. I'm going to leave that in. So if the guy thought that he's going to damage me emotionally, he's making a huge mistake. As I even told my kids the comment, and they laughed so loud. Because the thing is, I think if you're negative towards other people, then there's normally some other problem with you. So I actually feel sorry for this guy. And I mean, if I looked at his spelling, he was so illiterate. So all I just did is I thanked him for his honest comment, and then I just told him, listen, next time just work on your spelling. People might think a bit bad of your education, of your level of education. So I'm not too worried. It is something special. Warren, I do agree. This is honestly such a fantastic MTL. And let me tell you, what I used before I actually used this, and the regulars should know that, is the intake MTL from Mike Vapes. And I can tell you the biggest issue I've got now with that Intel, and I'm still happy with how you build, I'm still happy with the flavor, the airflow, everything is nice, but cleaning that thing, if you do not have a a sonic cleaner. It is not nice cleaning the intake MTL, not at all. And it's even got that insert at the bottom of the barrel. Any of you guys would know that if you watched my video. That peak insert with the holes, and you've got these two posts coming up your bull deck, which actually fit in these holes and actually attaching your chimney to your bull deck. But yeah, that thing doesn't come out. So there's muck that actually gathers in that thing, which only a sonic cleaner can remove. So if you guys decide on getting the intake MTL, just bear that in mind. It is the worst atomizer I've come across to clean, but it's still a very nice atomizer. Thanks Arianto, I do appreciate it. That outro is cool. Yes, Jurgens. Now, I did post my members, but for you guys who are South African, do not get notified early. Jurgens received the jelly boxes today, so go and check out on his website. I'm just waiting to get paid tomorrow. Now, it's my birthday month as well, and if you're an educator, a teacher, in your birthday month you actually get your 13th check, which is nice. So tomorrow I've got some bucks, and then I'm going to visit Mr. Ink Vapor, and I'm going to get that 21,700. If he's still got left, I hope he's still got left any of those though. Definitely. But yeah, I definitely want a 21,700. As I said, my setups of preference, the setups which I really love, is now this I know is an 18650, but I prefer single 21700 mods. Vaporesso sent this one, but I like the form factor. But if I have to buy myself, then I would always buy myself a 21700 for my MTLs and dual 18650s for this though. And occasionally, obviously, it's nice to have something like this dual 21700 but you need something big to fit atomizers like the Arbiter on top of it though. And you could Nightmare 30 millimeters. There's quite a lot of 30 millimeters out, the Violator 28s, etc. So you definitely need something like this in your arsenal as well. There's Morne Phyllis upgrade. He's got wing. Morne is a secondary. Morne, thank you very much for that upgrade. Do appreciate it though. Lekker man, lekker stampy boude lam. I got a notice today from DHL again. So I assume it is Steam Graves products, which is the new 41mm and the new PWM mod. So I hope that is what is on its way. It's nice, but I didn't get an email or something to say exactly what it is. So, but I hope it's that. So Mark Richardson, greetings from up north, Alberton. Mark is also in the house. Almost all my members is here. As I said, I just want to give a shout out to all those members. I mean, last week and Thursday, which is only 7 days ago, I had 5 members, and I'm standing on 13 now at the moment. And hence, you got some new emojis to play around with inside chat. So yes, for sure. The Jellybox Mini is 21700. Jurgens, you must keep one for me tomorrow, ne? You must keep one. I'm looking for one of those smoked ones because I already got a dual 18650, the clear. So I want for my 21700, I want the smoked version, that darkish colored one. I'm actually glad you didn't bring in the Ultim colors. I'm not such a big fan of those Ultim colors, but those other two, they look awesome. So yeah, Ariante says outro is cool. Jurgens, hello, okay, so obviously the stuff which I'm vaping on, the Arbiter takes 28mm Atties. The Arbiter is a 28mm Attie. You're talking about the Hadron. The Hadron can't go much bigger than that. I mean, this is a 28 on there, and there's so much play on that thing still along the sides. So this guy can comfortably go to a 36. Doubt it will fit a 41. Doubt it though. But we can check that out later. But I am still enjoying this Arbiter, absolutely. As I said, the second video which I posted, the live, I actually did a live build on this to get the saturation to go up quicker when you actually draw. And that is the key for this monkey nut, absolutely. I picked up a black Peacemaker. And you probably got a good price for it because the Peacemaker is actually fairly old though. It looks sick on my black and gunmetal Paramore. That's the thing, while he's Mr. Mufu to you, while he's mentioning the Paramore, it's still strange that there's not a lot of reviews out on the Paramore. I mean, you've got a reviewer, Mr. Just Right One, which collaborated on this thing, so you would actually expect more of the well-known reviewers to actually have done a review on that. That's just weird. I just like the fact that I'm the first reviewer in the world which did a review on this guy. That's awesome. But it's not the first device which I actually got first, but that's fantastic. I like it. I like it a lot. So in any case, so yeah, that is my setup, and obviously as always the Legend with the Torrent Beast on top of that, and that's about that. What I've got inside this is a new juice, Dragonfly. I've got my autofocus here, so I can move up closer. There you go. That's Dragonfly. And what Dragonfly is a dragon fruit and blueberry. Now, I went to go and purchase myself some nicotine, because you must never know with these monkeys running South Africa what they're going to decide on the next time which they appear on the television. And so I decided to get myself an extra liter of nicotine. So now I've got enough. But while I was at Vapor Mountain, when I got the nicotine, one of the members, one of the guys that mix in the laboratory, this is his creation now. So yeah, they wanted to give it to me for free, but I just said, no, I'll pay him a certain amount for it, but I'm not going to get it for free. So in any case, it's a very nice combination of blueberry and dragon fruit, if you like it. My wife loves the smell. She digs it big time. Anywho, there was also oak that said, but I mentioned it in my video, that said that, people are strange. As soon as you post a photo of a new atomizer, then you get this guy. He's probably just waiting in his room. He's got no windows. All the windows has got wooden panels to keep him inside. But Oak's just sitting there waiting for somebody to post, with all his 16 monitors open. On all of them are forums and chat rooms. And when I posted that photo of this, there's the Oak that says, no, it's been done before. It's been done before, with 3 exclamation marks, the Roulette RTA. And then I just told him, I said, listen, there's a huge difference. How can you, every time when this guy came out, of course there are people that have done bottom airflow intake, of course. And if you look at the deck, of course there's people that done side and bottom heating the coils, of course. But it's how it's applied. It is the quality of manufacturing. It is the size of the chamber. There's so many things which play a role. And the only thing which this and the Roulette has in common, except the fact that they are both atomizers, is that rotating disc. Now, and I told him, listen, it's a mission to get the rotating disc, to swap out the rotating disc of the Roulette. First of all, the thing sits at the bottom. It's absolutely, you have to unscrew 2 little screws or 3 screws, and then you remove it, then you replace it for another one. All this one is, it's got a nice little swimming pool in which the scarf fits, kept in place with an O-ring, and it's as easy as pie. Everything disassembles. The airflow control ring takes off. Even your drip tip unscrews. This little portion can unscrew further. Your top cap removes, the barrel, everything can take apart, and it's so easy to clean. Fantastic. No man, this thing is enormous. But the capacities differ, the airflow differs, the variations which you can play. And people, they are so sad. They are so sad. Okay, let's quickly check over here. Sorry, tik soos my gat. Jellybox Mini takes a 28 minute. Now that's impressive. I didn't think that would be the case. Definitely not. Now that is cool. Jurgens, when are you getting some more? Yeah, 21700. A good thing you actually asked, Nico. I also need to get 2 more Molicel batteries, 21700 Molicel batteries. One of the things which I'm also going to show you when we actually go to the slideshow is Ohms Calculator. Then I'm actually going to talk about that calculator, and if any of you guys are not clued up on how that calculator works, it's a fantastic tool so that you can find out whether you've got a mech. And I mean, the reason why I want to talk about it is that suicide mech tube, which Survive actually got in, I want to purchase that tomorrow as well. And then they've also got an additional stack for it though. So when you put it on top of one another or assemble this thing, it can take two 21-700 batteries, which means that your 4.2 volts which you actually had on a single battery doubles up now to an 8.4 volts. And that's very important, because that volts and the build which you've got inside your atomizer on top of that thing determines the amount of amps being drawn, current being drawn out of your batteries. And if you strain your batteries, you're heating your batteries, and that's where the problem comes in. So it's actually such a nice tool to find out exactly if you've got this build, if you aim for a 0.4 build or a 0.3 build or a 0.9 build, and this is the amount of volts your batteries deliver. You only need two values, and boom, this thing calculates everything for you. It's fantastic. So yeah, so you do not have to be scientifically minded to understand Ohms Calculator. It's very nice. Nico, they are on the way. Should have them early next week. Fantastico. Kaiser, what do you think of the Torin MTL ATI? Nico, as I told, okay, wait, there's Mick. I'll send you some Swedish winter scenes. It's sad that we don't have more snow, but it will come more and a lot more. Mick, that would be great. We always appreciate it. Even snow photos in South Africa are welcomed. Absolutely are welcomed. Nico, what do you think of the Torin MTL ATI? I would like to play around with the ATI, but I don't like the outside. I don't like those gaps, those holes on the outside in the, what do you call it, some of the exterior casing. But I'm not going to buy it, definitely not, because what pisses me off about Thunderhead Creations, remember those guys contacted me when they were a fairly unknown company via Skype, and they asked me if I wanted to review the Torin Beast, and I said sure thing, absolutely. And I did a great review on the Torin Beast, and it was a great RTA. In fact, I use it permanently. And then after that, they sent me the RDA and the mech, and then it just disappeared. They totally disappeared off the scene. Months ago, almost a year ago. And all of a sudden, I see other reviewers receiving their stuff, the well-known reviewers. So they decided not to use me anymore, despite the fact that I probably do the most promotion for them now. I mean, you can try and find a Torin Beast in South Africa now. There are so many vendors which had it, but they all sold out. They're gone. Whether the people like them or don't like them, the point is they sold. So I'm not going to get it. So they can send it to me if they want it though. I got a mega bargain. Picked up an Odin 250C DNA 2019 K Fun Light. Yes. I've also got the K Fun Light. 2x21s. Oh my word! Look at that. £70. So basically for 1,400 rand. You got all those goodies. Now that it is a fantastic price. We would pay 1,400 rand just for the K Fun Light. I don't know. Gee whiz, how did you get that right, Sith Walker? It's impossible. 221 700 Samsung 30Ts as well. Geez, like no. Here's nothing on WhatsApp. I didn't get anything on WhatsApp, Jurgens. You probably sent it to your girlfriend again. My data is on, everything is here. There's nothing on WhatsApp. Nothing. What is your opinion on Dashvape's channel that has been deleted? It is sad because Dashvapes is one of those guys which I actually like. He's one of those honest guys who's got his hands in a lot of pies helping people, or not just him, the company. So it is sad to see that though. I've got no idea on any updates though, whether he actually got his channel back. But I think the chances are 90% that he will get his channel back. I followed Indoor Smokers when he lost his channel. I watched his stuff. And I even watched his new videos on his e-bike. He started an e-bike venture. There it comes through now. And yeah, no, I posted that. What was the photo of the arbiter? Check there. So if you were wondering what the 21700 looks like with the arbiter on top. So yeah, it actually fits. The arbiter 28mm fits on top of that thing. Holy crap, nipple. Now that is great news. That's great news. And then Indoor Smokers had such a loyal following that those oaks made so much noise on social media, especially I think Twitter. And he got his channel back. He's doing reviews again. You can see he's very careful in his reviews now. It's no more taking out knives and stabbing the boxes and stuff like that. He's in his sitting room. There's no weird posters or flags behind him. He's taking it very easy now. But at least he's got his channel back. Because, I mean, I thought about it as well. If what's going to happen if they flag me? Now, remember, I've had a warning in the past. One of my videos, but it was just a warning. It wasn't one of those strikes. It wasn't a strike. But I mean, if I would lose my channel, I mean, geez, like to start all over again, and that for 4 years work, almost 5 years, which you've put in with all those videos. Now, I've got all the videos backed up. Every one of those videos I've got saved on hard drives, but it sucks. It sucks to see that happened to good reviewers like that. So yeah, I hope he gets it back for sure. And I also see that, what's it, Mount Vapors. What's that guy that's so popular, man? Jeez, like Ryan Hall. He's also getting a bit worried that they actually changed the name. He also changed his name, right? I know he changed it because he felt that the guys working in his shops, they always do a collaboration on the video. So he didn't want to call his channel Ryan Hall anymore. He wanted to include the other guys, and that's why his channel, I think, is called The Bulls. Okay, so if you follow him, then you can check that out. Okay, let's have a see. That's what fly-by-night Chinese companies do. No idea what you're talking about there, Mr. Brew, but welcome to the chat. My father-in-law can't vape anymore. I said, do you want to sell the goodies? He said, okay. Yeah, but your father-in-law's got some good stuff, huh? Good stuff. I was looking at I initially thought the Riva was something which I wanted to purchase. And then when somebody posted the photos again, yeah, it just looks so much like the Minikin that I decided, nah, I'm rather going to give it a skip and wait for the DNA Thelema 250C to come out there. Although it does remind me of a combination of mods. I'm just a Lost Vape fan. I mean, I've got I've got so many Lost Vape products at the back over there, so I will definitely get the Thelema. I think it's the Thelema, but the blue one. I think I'm going to put a picture of it on just now. I dig that. So yeah, Sid Walker, that is absolutely awesome that you managed to do that though. Let's just quickly go through some images and chat about it though. So yeah, there's the Ohms Calculator I was actually talking about there. So any of you guys who are not familiar with that Ohms Calculator, you can just type in Ohms Calculator and you will come on this website. It's going to be the first website which you're actually going to get. Now the voltage. Okay, let's start off. There's 4 places which is going to give you values. 4 blocks, 4 sections. The first one is all you need to do is you need to input only 2 values inside those boxes. Now, one which you definitely know is the voltage, because you know the batteries which you use inside the mod. You know it. Okay. So the voltage normally on a 21700, I already know is about 4.2 volts. So that I can put in there as well. When I've got a stacked mod, you just take 4.2 volts and times it by 2, you're going to get 8.4 volts. And you put 8.4 in there. Okay, so that you've got. Current, if you the current you actually leave out because you want to see what strain your build has on your batteries. So you're not going to fill in current. And what I normally do is, if I've got a mic, I fill in the voltage and I fill in the resistance. So let's say, for instance, I've got a 0.5 resistance build, which I know is going to come out at 0.5 or 0.4 or 0.3. That value I put in there. And then when you press calculate, it's going to give you the current and it's going to give you the power. It's going to work it out for you. Or what you can do alternatively is you can put in the voltage. Say let's take a 120-1700 battery, put in 4.2 volts, and let's say I want something which equates to 90 watts because I enjoy vaping at 90 watts. Then you put in that 90 in power, and then you press calculate, and it will actually give you the resistance which you need to build to get that 90 watts of work power, work energy out of that. So yeah, and then it will automatically also tell you the strain, the current. Now 21700 batteries, because I'm talking about that now, because I mean that's basically what I'm going to use in that mech tube if I'm going to get it from Survape. That's got 35 amps. Okay, it can deliver 35 amps continuous, supposed to be. So your current is going to, as long as your current is below 35 amps, and the further down from 35 amps it is, the longer your battery can last in that specific mech setup. So if any of you guys are mech users inside this chat, and there's anything which I said which is not correct, or which you actually want to elaborate on, then please go ahead and do that now. Do I purchase a Jellybox 21700? Well, Mark, it depends. I mean, as I said, this is one of my go-to setups. All right, is an MTL on a 21700. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I like the look of that thing. It takes a 21700. It's nice and cheap. It's only 650 Rand, I think, or sub 700. Let's call it that. So not an issue at all there. Not an issue. Okay, Seth Walker, you have got a question there from Ash9420. Where are you from? Rufus, evening all. Welcome there, Rufus. Have a lekker evening, guys. Sorry, gotta go. Yeah, Calvin, you always need to go, man. It's all right. It's all right. You must still come and collect your prize. It's still here, your Vaporizer prize. Or you must, as I said, let me know if you want me to put it up for somebody else to actually get it, if you're not interested in that. Seth Walker says, father-in-law stopped vaping, gave his happiness, bargain that. Cheers, Calvin. All right, so the next pick, which I'm going to put on for you there, is Dion. Bye, donkey Dion. Dion says my ohms are correct. So as I said, it is an extremely helpful tool. So for those oaks walking around with mechs, youngsters who want to be cool, and then they've got no idea of battery safety or how Ohm's law works. It's those guys which give vaping a bad name. So just make sure you've got decent wrapping around your batteries, all right? Because not all tube mechs come with a insulation on the inside. So if there's any problem with your battery wraps and metal touches metal, jy's binne jou tottie in, hè. Hy ding blaas jou hol oop. So moenie sulke gedoen nie. Just go and check out that stuff. Okay, now there's a picture of a new pod system which is out, but there's quite a lot of pod kits which is out. So I just put that picture there. I'm from October, the Manic 30 watt little regulated pod system. But in the future, I'm not going to put up any more pod systems because I'm sure you guys are not interested. You're so tired of seeing these pod devices. Yeah, I'm vergeet ek om te vape. So I just put that up there though, because I like that little leather stitching, etc. But in the future, I'm going to ignore that as a new product though, except if you want me to. So you guys must let me know inside chat. But there we also got a new little product. Now that little number is called the Meteor from VapX. They said they might be sending it to me though, but we'll still find out. Now when I saw it for the first time, I thought, nah, this thing looks great. Almost looks like could be a 21700. So if not, why not? And then I actually went to do some research on that thing. And it's sad, it's got a 3000 milliamp internal battery inside of it. So it doesn't even have an 18650. Yeah, you know, true, Jurgens, it's not only youngsters, it's older people as well. So yes. And the problem with if any of you guys are wondering about, also normally in all my reviews, when I review an atomizer, whether it's a RDA or an RTA, something which you can use on a mech, and then you normally somewhere in the video refer to how far the 510 pin sticks out, because if your 510 pin sticks out, the more it sticks out, the better chance there is of it making contact to one of your battery poles, depending on which way around you put in your battery inside your mech. But if it just makes contact, there's actually arcing which can actually form, and that heats up certain areas, and it also drains your battery, damages your battery in the process. It's not a good idea for arcing to actually take place, and that's what the protruding 510, that's according to me. I think it's that specifically is the reason. You need to create a solid contactor so that your current is solid when you press that button, the fire button. So yeah, I've still got the Orion. Absolutely, I've still got the Orion. Yeah, and as I said, I've got my Therion Squonker there, the dual battery Therion I've got, the Paramore I've got, the Triad I've got, the drones I've got, 2 drones, and then the Centaurus I've got. So I've got a lot of Lost Vape. The E-Petite I've got. So yeah, I do like them. So I'll definitely get the Thelema, even if it's just to continue the collection of Lost Vapes. There's Martinez is in the house as well. Welcome, Martinez. Yeah, Ohms. There's just too many. I think what you should get is get yourself a little pot system for the carry around if you want, one which you're happy with, and stay with that thing. Just keep on using it. Only issue with pot systems, as I said, is the availability of coils and the pricing of coils as well. And yeah, maybe you're lucky and get an RBA. There's a little guy I was talking about. The suicide, but it's suicide. That side is with an S, 2 S's, suicide. Tube mech. That's what it actually looks like. And it's side fire. That's the thing what attracts me to that. It's the fact that you can side fire with it as well. And yeah, it takes a 21700 battery. And as I said, I spoke to Craig a bit earlier though. I mean, I just messaged him in Facebook. And I'll just quickly tell you what he said, because he's currently using it at home though. And just want to go up over here and just check. So what he says, 0.0, he's got a 0.11 build in. It's drawing 38 amps out of the battery, but he's not doing it continuously. He's pulsing it. So I know the amperage draw is a bit more than what the battery can actually deliver, and hence he's actually pulsing it. But the watts which he's getting out of that 21700 at a 0.11 build is equivalent to 160 watts. So that's what that little monkey can do. That's a lot. That is a lot. So in any case, but I think it's actually nice. The 2 which he got in is the one on the left, my left, hopefully your left as well, is the one with a little Ultim, the total black one with an Ultim ring, and then the one on the right with the gold. But yeah, I think it looks very nice. And there's it with the Nightmare 25mm RDA on top of it, if you want to see what it actually looks like. So I think the best is going to have a 25 or a 26 on top of that thing. Nothing more though. But it's nice and shorter. But it's a bit slightly higher than a 21700 battery. So yeah. So it's just a question of, must I get it, must I not get it? 1850. But I'll see tomorrow. I will check out tomorrow. Nice Mark. There you go. You're ook sommer doing business in chat here. Lekker man, Jurgens, lekker. Jammer so laat van die werk af. No, Martinez, as I said, you fall in when you can fall in. If you feel like talking nonsense, absolutely. There's Mark Richardson using the drool emoji. There you go, man. Lekker. Lekker. As I said, it would be nice when I start seeing the stormtroopers. It's only a few days, and then two or three of the members are going to become stormtroopers. That's cool. So in any case, so that's what the mod looks like. I think it's nice. I won't get myself the Nightmare 25 because I've already got the Nightmare 30mm, but I was thinking of using my Asgard Mini on top of that thing. I think that would look awesome. The Asgard Mini pitch black on top of that black version with a little Ultim ring. I think that would look very nice. I have that Mech by Suicide Mods. I love the thing. You get 2 fire bars with it, a hard squeeze, and a long squeeze. It is harder than some of the higher end mix with a 0.1. So Michael, you would definitely advise me. It takes up to a 30mm flush, so I can even use my 30mm Nightmare on there. So it's not even necessary to go for the 25. Michael is also, as I said, he's got the stacks with him as well. But I doubt that, because I actually calculated, if I want to vape at say 100 watts on dual 21700 stacked, then I would basically have to put in a 0.5.6 build in there. And that's basically MTL coils. Holy crap sack. So yeah, put the Asgard Mini on the mod. Yeah, and I'll definitely put the Asgard Mini on the mod. Now Mark, go ahead man, you for sure, you need to support, and that's absolutely great. Alright, let's see what's up next. Yeah, let's quickly talk about that oak, the Drag 3. I wonder where they're going to stop. Now what bothered me the most about the Drag 3 when I actually looked at that picture was the similarity of the face with here, what's the one which I've got? How come I forgot its name now? The Argus. That guy. The Argus GT. I think it's there. But the good news, the salvation for the Drag 3 is it's not plastic. It's metal. So yeah. Although this is also metal, but this is extremely light. Hopefully it's a bit more heavier, a bit more quality feel to it though than this guy. As I say, I like this form factor though, but the huge problem with these mods is the paint job is pathetic on them. Yours might still have paint, but all of a sudden one day there's some little piece going to chip off here, and then you're going to know what I'm talking about. And quite a few people, which I know, has got that problem. They have got a crappy paint job. But I've said it for a long time, and then people argue, and then the thing starts chipping. And then, it's one of those things. 0.4, 0.5 would be more than enough for what you want to achieve. Yeah, but the thing is, 0.4, 0.5 is going to bring you in the range of 120 to 140 watts. If you use that stack, that 8.4 volts. So you will actually have to go a bit higher there. Yeah, I'll see if I'll get that there. It would actually be nice. So maybe next Thursday when I go live again, I've got that the Suicide Tube mech with me though. But if Michael says it is a great mod, absolutely. Lekker slaap, the brew. Drag 3 is a bigger version of the Argus though. Like says, yeah, it's almost Dion, a combination of the Drag Max and the Argus, I would say. But it made me immediately think of this though. But let's see. Hopefully somebody gets it, and if it's quality, then it's an option. It's an option. Yeah, Martinez says all the drags paint jobs are crap. Jurgens, all drag mods have crap paint. There it comes in as well. I kept looking for the Gore Dual 21700 for Daily Banger. I've heard a lot of good things about that. Mike Vapes, I think, is using the Gore. I've seen him in 3 of his shows already, and he's still using the Gore. Mark says he's loving it, but it's huge. But it's Dual 21700. What do you expect? It's going to be huge. Okay, then we've got that little sweet monkey nut, which is up over there, and that's what's called the iSolo Air Kit from eLeaf. So if you like another small little form factor, little jobby, I think on the latest, what's it? No, not the Vape Team. What is ST's show? It's not another vape show. Here, okay. But ST's live, which he's got. And Mike Vapes is in there as well. He was vaping on that now on the last show, which I actually saw. So yeah, just thought show you guys what it comes in 4 different colors, and little cute little thing. There's at least one tank which is coming out. Not the tank which I will get. It's a 24mm tank. It's called the Mad Hatter. And I know back in the day, Adverkin brought out a Mad Hatter RDTA in 2016 or 2017, around there. But now all of a sudden they've got that little guy, the Mad Hatter, a single build, single coil 24mm RTA. And what's interesting to me is I'm not sure. On the photos it seems it's only got airflow from one side, and it's going to be strange vaping on an RTA with airflow from one side if it's not high end. Normally the high end things like the Dwarf, those guys, the Skyline, they've got air intakes from the one side, but that's strange. Sharon says my drag leaks from coils at the bottom. My drag is also leaking. Now, I've never been a huge fan of Vupu in any case though, never. I think this is the only Vupu product which I decided to purchase for myself. Dual 18650, because I like the look of this thing. But now that the paint starts breaking off, I'm too afraid to use this thing. But I still like the look of this. But you can see mine is brand spanking new. Spanking new. The Bruce says it's not leaking, but condensation probably. Now sometimes they do leak. Sometimes they do leak. They do have manufacturing mistakes which they make on the coils. I know Vaporessa had a big problem with the initial PM80 coils, which actually, the GTX coils for the PM80 which came out. And then they changed the manufacturing process because they had a problem with the O-rings. The O-rings weren't beefy enough and couldn't seal, so that went out. My Yee SX Mini was great for a very long time. Then the black paint just started coming off. Don't tell me that, guys. I've also got the SX Mini. Man, that sucks ass balls. But I gotta say, I mean, for the amount of time which I actually use the Store and Beast, whether it's a black one, whether it's the gunmetal one or the blue one, I don't see any paint loss on this thing. Nothing. And remember, your top cap's the thing which you use the most. Opening up, pouring, juice, closing. And it's still got all this blue paint on it. Fantastic paint job. And this guy also, even though it's starting to chip off at certain areas, which is totally understandable for the amount of time which I'm actually using this. You can see on the fire button as well. But I think the paint job for this is phenomenal. If you take into consideration how much I actually use this Legend. Crazy, man, it's crazy. And then we have got our friend, look at that, the Thelema. The Thelema. What is absolutely, except the fact that it's Lost Vape. And I mean, Lost Vape had some ugly things which they've released, especially in the pot system area. But I like the fact that the leather is padding. I dig that. And I like the fact that it's C-frame. I'm a sucker for C-frame. That's why I'm still got the Foxy one, which is on my list of need to get. But I think the Thelema is not too bad. I think it actually looks nice. And somewhere I saw a photo of a kit of this Thelema, where they've got the Thelema mod in, and then obviously the charging cables and stuff, and then they've actually got 3 additional C-frame, C-frames, put it that way, which you can choose from. So if you want to switch, I wonder what that executive little box is going to work out if you have to buy it though, or whether it's something special for their reviewers. Heaven knows. Okay, I guess that's down to sweaty hands, juice, pH and stuff. One day I will get it professional powder coated or cerakoted. Ja. Ek het net een PMP coil gehad wat gelek het. Same problem with paint that started off side of the SX Mini. Yeah, that's a bummer to hear. That's a bummer. Everything looks the same. Miko, you're referring to Vupo, you're referring to Lost Vape. If you get the Lima, if you get the Thelema, make sure you get the stainless steel versions, or the stainless steel version. I don't know, I like the black and blue version. My black and blue like my baie smart. I like my kwai bakgat. Yeah, I like my cool. So that is regarding the slideshow. There's nothing, there's not a lot of merchandise available, guys. There's nothing new besides these things which I can actually show you, which I found interesting. Obviously, there's the Drag 3 kit, but I'm not too worried about that atomizer on top of it, so I'm not going to bore you with that. But yeah, that's that. So let's quickly see. Now you guys must take over in the chat. I don't know what to talk about anymore. Let's quickly just get my chat box. It disappeared on me. So yeah, what else happened vape wise? Nothing much. For those people who have joined tonight for the first time though, go back to live shows. Wing it 2 live shows back. There was a recipe which I actually gave, a strawberry recipe, and then you must try that strawberry recipe. I mean, it is flavorings which you should find in America, wherever, in Sweden. You should find it anywhere. So yeah, please go and go and make that thing. If you like strawberry milkshake, it's fantastic, absolutely great. Right, let's quickly see there. The brew have an e-petite. You can have, the brew, you've mentioned that though, but I mean we haven't spoken since. I think you said you've got the same color configuration as what I have, the black and the brown one. Am I right? Did anything develop with the liquid agitator that you showed a few months back? Yeah, that thing is working great. And I mean, I've even got the prototype. No, this thing is boss. This thing works very, very well. And I mean, I've still got the juice, which I mixed. It's this one. This is the one which I mixed with the homogenizer. So there's no doubt about this, the fact that this homogenizer works. Though. This definitely does. And I mean, Nico made a revised version of this one. But I mean, yeah, it's very, very simple. With these bushings in the middle. He's got his rotor head and his rotor shaft. These are all in one situation. This thing works fantastic if you screw it onto your Dremel. And then, well, first of all, you tighten this little guy into your Dremel there. Put this over, screw that on. Oh man, this thing works great. And you must just not get this second hole underneath in your juice. And if there's a lot of bubbles, don't worry about those bubbles. You do not have nicotine at that specific point. I mean, if you watch my video again, the oaks tend to watch stuff, but they don't really listen. Because somebody said, somebody mentioned that Kaiser's got a lot of bubbles inside his juice. And is it not going to affect the nicotine? The nicotine you put in afterwards. I put it beforehand, so you just heat up your VG a bit though, so that your mixing process can take a lot quicker. And Bob's your uncle. And after you've done that, then you add your nicotine, and then you just put it on the stirrer, or just mix it in fairly decent, calmly, after the bubbles are out. But now this guy works well. Liesel. She's going to. She stays in Somerset West. She also bought the revised homogenizer from Niku, and she is busy doing a test where she's going to mix juice with homogenizer and juice without the homogenizer, and going to see what the steeping process, how much it actually increases, speeds up the steeping process, and then she will post her findings on eSeek SA. So yeah, go and check that out. Absolutely. Okay, I like the green silver Thelema, may have to get one. The prices which I saw on the Thelema though, if you normally go to websites like 3A Vape or 3F Vape or Health Cabin or Source More, those guys, Heaven's Gifts, when stuff are on pre-ordered, don't look at that pricing which they've got over there, because a lot of the pricing they're unsure of, and then they just put in a number over there. Now the pricing which I saw is $199, which is not correct, absolutely. And then I saw pricing for $144, and I saw pricing for $159. So I assume it's gonna work out here around $150 to $170 for the Thelema. I think so. So you can roughly say, in South Africa's terms, 2,800, 3,000 rand. That thing might go for the Thelema. So ja. Oom se ligte, is my ligte nog reg? Now, if you don't know what Martinez is talking about though, I've had dimmable LEDs I've got in my roof over here. And in the past, whenever I switch on the switch, those things flicker. And I put in non-dimmables, they flicker. I put in dimmable non-LEDs, they flicker. And then I just didn't know what to do anymore. And then Mr. Martinez, SRWVJZ over there, VVL van Sail. He came in here and he opened up the box, and then the module, he just shake the module, and there was a lot of stuff which moved around inside this module. So yeah, removed it, we drove, got a new one, decent one, new switch, put it in, now everything's hunky-dory. So Martinez, thank you very much. The lights are working. A for okay, buddy. A for okay. Nico still makes the homogenizer. I think his homogenizers is going for 25,000 rand now. The real 24 karat gold ones. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, messing with you. It's not that expensive. But you can contact Nico and just find out from him what it's going to cost you now. Ek hoop ons het 'n vape om die jaar, vape meet. I've got no idea whether they will allow a vape meet in any case, though, which I just heard tonight. Now, we would have started 25 January, but now apparently we got an extra 20 days. So we only go back to schools on 15 February now. But it's not a big problem because, I mean, luckily I'm one of those teachers who thought ahead. And I have taken all my textbooks, grade 9, 10, 11 and 12 biology textbooks. And it's taken me 5 years to do that, but I've did it. And I have made slideshows of each unit module inside those textbooks for term 1, 2, 3 and 4. So even though the schools might start in February, I mean, I've already got Teams connected. All I need to do is just add the names of my new classes into Teams. The kids will get notifications at home because they've already got Microsoft Teams at home. Look at what I'm talking teacher talk now. Talking teacher talk. Now you guys are interested in vape talk. And all I do is I just inform them, listen, this is what you would have done so far, so start working on that. So when the schools reopen 15 February, they at least have got 2 weeks of what they should have done in any case, though. What they would have missed, they can catch up in that time. So I'm not too bothered. They're not bringing my kids down. Definitely not. Heaven Gifts is heaven expensive. Yeah, but Jurgens, you can't even order from Heaven Gifts anymore because they do not have the PayPal option. Or they've got a problem. It's either the PayPal, which they don't accept anymore, or they don't post via DHL anymore. But hence the reason why I don't order from Heaven's Gifts. I don't even go and look at them anymore. I stick to 3A Vape and I stick to Health Cabin, and that's why I get most of my stuff. Mark Richardson, $160 on Health Cabin. Yeah, no, I doubt that will be the price once they receive the items. We'll get pricing from Lost Vape tomorrow. Yeah, Jurgens, that would be nice. But as I said, I know you want me to get the stainless. I'm not going to listen to you. I want that blue one, the black and the blue. I just dig that look of that. I mean, there's nothing nicer than my, what is the sub-ohm edition of my Triad with the blue and the black. Oh, it looks stunning. Stunning. That's one of the things which I wish I never sold was my Paramore. I had the sub-ohm edition Paramore as well. And I sold it. Damn it. Damn it. So in any case, 131 on 3A Vape. See, the prices are everywhere, man. Prices are everywhere. Sorry, interwebs died, so just on chat. No problem, no problem. As long as you can hear us, you can follow us. Price nog steeds 2,500 rand. So there Nico says, if you want a homogenizer, 2,500 rand. And if you think it's a lot of money, just go and check out what the guys actually ask. Now the problem with homogenizers is that the medical field uses them. Now they normally use it to mix tissues in hospitals or laboratories, and hence the expensive prices. They're crazy expensive. Nobody's going to buy something like this to mix in the kitchen for. So nobody's going to make something like this for somebody to mix in the kitchen. So the market is very limited, and that's why the pricing is so expensive on these things. But then Niku, as I said, with his creative mind, came up with how to make one of these things. Obviously spurred on by Mr. Kaiser. Kaiser just had to give him that little push. He must still start working on his e-pipe though. He must stop watching the lives and start working on an e-pipe for us. Then Bob's your uncle. Michael Ross. Michael, where are you from? Because if Michael wants to buy that e-petite, the brew, you must sell it to Michael. Maybe he can still fix the board, or just get an 60 watt DNA board for it though. But it is a fantastic mod. It is a beautiful mod. Beautiful. Make him an offer. The brew, I'm in the UK. Whereabouts? The brew is in South Africa. So that's a bit of a distance though. That's a bit of a distance. I actually posted something for somebody in the UK, and it cost me 800 rand to post something for the bloke. 800 kiesers. What do you think about all the bans in the USA? Does the bigger vape companies going to take their eyes from the States and start marketing more in Russia and Europe and other countries instead? Mick, I would think that would be the logical thing to do though. I mean, it's just, if you know you are distributing to 30 different areas and 5 of those areas are starting to have issues, then you started going to concentrate more on the 25 which is left. I should think so. The problem which faces these Chinese vape companies is they know that the market is the biggest in the USA. Absolutely. That's where the most purchases lie, in that. But I think the more they start concentrating on other countries, the more the market will pick up on those countries. Okay, we'll just... Okay, Michael Ross said, oh shit. So I just opened that up. Mick, I'm sure they will focus on the rest of the world. Yeah, they will have to. They just don't have any choice. They will have to. The question is, when is the rest of the world going to start adopting what America does? Because your weaker countries like South Africa loves to adopt certain mechanisms which America has got in place. It's just crazy how we follow the norm. We should follow UK, because I think UK, well, they've concerning vape wise, I think the UK is number one in the world when it comes to the benefits of vaping, how vaping can actually help. I mean, to have vape shops in certain hospitals, oh my word, it's heaven. And I mean, at least those medical people are not exposed to huge tobacco and huge pharma, where they actually manipulate it in such a way where they start banning flavors and stuff. So those oaks heads are still screwed on the right way. I like that. That's a shame. I would get hammered. Yeah, Michael, postage is going to be expensive though. Yeah, the Chinese will sell. No, they will sell to wherever there's a marketer. And I mean, most countries' markets are picking up in any case though. The reason why America is so huge is, they've got so many companies themselves which produce, and they were probably some of the first countries to start vaping in any case though. So yeah, that's why they're so far ahead, and they obviously huge as well, land mass wise. But most of the other countries are starting to pick up. I know South African vaping is picking up. Absolutely, by the day, the vaping is increasing in South Africa. So we are going bigger and bigger. Definitely. My wife says I'm the bigger market for the Chinese. Yeah, and as I said, I'm just waiting for tomorrow. There's the health cabin, by the way, has got the Trio MTL RTA in stock. So I'm just waiting for them to get the Foxy one in stock as well, so I can actually get it together, purchase it in one batch and bring it over. But I'm waiting for that. Yeah, no, Michael, I totally agree with you. He's the world leader in how we approach the laws. Absolutely. No, I mean, I take my hat off to the medical field in the UK. Absolutely, absolutely. So, in any case, guys, it is past 9 already. So I don't want to hold you guys up there. As I said, as soon as this live feed actually ends, I will make the Vertex video, my review on this. I will make it public so that you can actually watch it. And I would implore you to go and have a look at it there if you're into NTL, because it is really a great little device. And if you're interested in becoming a member, just underneath there's a link, and just go and read through the tiers. As somebody said, they don't have money to spend. It is so cheap. The lowest tier starts at 10 Rand. That's $1.50. That's small. That's young. So thank you very much for joining tonight. Hopefully by next week I will have that Steam Crave stuff, and I will have the Suicide Tube mech, so we can play around with that as well. Show you what build I actually had to put in to get to my 0.5 or my 0.6. But in any case, that's stacked. I will probably have to go for a 0.25 build on a normal 21700. That should be 100 hunky-dory. Fine to get around 80 watts, I assume. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Have a good evening further. If I don't hear from you again, have a lekker, peaceful weekend. Slaap a bietjie, take the dogs for a walk. Just go lie on a blanket. Gooi a blanket on the grass. Take you and the woman with a bottle of champagne. Check out the stars. Do something relaxing and forget about all the crap that's going on in the world for a bit though. It does your body so much good to just forget about